Mr. Speaker, may I have the technical side play my videos? My time is running.
Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua and
Mr. Speaker, may I get fair treatment on this question? May I get my videos played without eating into my time?
That's exactly what is happening.
Mimi nilisema pale Kericho watu ya Azimio wakanipigia kelele.
That's the wrong video being played. May I have video 9 played?
Can you pause the time for...
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Yeah, may I have video 10 played? Video 10 then. May I have video 10 played? I'll have 10 and 10A.
Counsel for the Deputy President. Is it a video that had been played previously?
Yes, there are the 2 videos in respect of the evictions along Nairobi River. They were played here seamlessly when the assembly side were presenting their case.
Very well. Counsel for the Deputy President, do you have your technical person at the control room?
I wouldn't be able to establish at the moment.
Please do confirm that your technical person is also in the control room.
Mr. Speaker, may I move to some other thing, then I'll proceed with the video later. I'm going to submit my turn of thought.
Proceed, Counsel.
Thank you so much. Honorable Mutuse, allow me to move to another limb, which is at paragraph 74 of your motion, and that is at page 36. It runs to page 37. Confirm, Mr. Mutuse, that in respect of ground 10, paragraph 74A and B are the 2 illustrations, the 2 particulars that you have given to prove that ground.
Yes, in the motion, those are the 2 grounds.
Let me start with ground B. Paragraph B, rather. Confirm that you allege that His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua has influenced his family members, allies, associates, and proxies to take control of a local cooperative society in Madeira, which they are financially hemorrhaging. Is that what the motion claims?
It does claim so.
Confirm that you have not given us the name or any evidence of that circle. Have you?
Let us not have a war with wananchi. Tusipigane na wananchi wale walituchagua. Let us be empathetic. Let us, if people must move, let there be an engagement and let people...
Yeah, there is a problem up there. Okay, proceed, and then at the time you wish the video to be played, you will let the senators know. Proceed.
Let us not have a war with Wananchi.
The team at the control room.
Let us be empathetic.
Secretariat, can you move to the control room and tell them to
let there be
wait.
An engagement. And
speak closer to the microphone, Honorable Mutuse. Speak closer to the microphone, please.
We will be urging the Senate to uphold the impeachment.
Mr. Mutuse, I'm asking a specific question on a specific allegation. It is your desire for these senators to impeach this deputy president on an allegation that he has, through his proxies, taken control of a cooperative society we don't know, isn't it?
I have said I leave that to their decision.
Is it your desire? Is that what you desire? You want some outcome from this process, you as the mover of this motion. Is that what you want of this motion?
What do you understand when I say I leave it to their decision?
You have no right to ask me any question.
Just say yes or no. We move on. We make progress.
Thank you. My apologies. Yes.
Thank you so much for that comic moment. You also want this distinguished Senate to find the deputy president to have taken over the control of this unknown circle, now this is my element, through undisclosed family members.
Indeed, it is my desire that the motion is upheld.
Mr. Mutuse, Honorable Mutuse, do you know the seriousness of the business that keeps us here?
Very well.
My apologies, I didn't get the answer. I didn't get the answer.
I know.
Thank you. You find this request for senators to find this deputy president guilty of taking over an undisclosed circle a serious expectation on your part?
Indeed.
You also find your expectation for these senators to find the deputy president to use unknown family members to take over that circle a serious expectation?
Indeed.
You take your work as a member of parliament seriously?
Very seriously.
You respect your constituents who brought you to this house?
Very much.
And you are manifesting that respect for your constituents by this expectation you have just mentioned here?
In fact, the whole country is discussing my motion.
I'm asking whether you are manifesting your respect for your constituents by the expectation you have just alluded to.
In the totality of the...
No, I'm talking about this particular fact. I'm dealing with a particular fact.
In the totality of the motion, yes.
My question is, your expectation for this Senate to find the DP culpable on allegations of undisclosed family members of an undisclosed circle. That allegation, you are manifesting your respect for your constituents through that allegation.
Yes.
Thank you. Paragraph A alleges that His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua has connived with cartels in the tea sector to block the Kenya Tea Development Agency from implementing guaranteed minimum returns that would benefit smallholder tea farmers. Is that the allegation?
Indeed.
Have you given us in this motion or in the supporting evidence the name of any cartel?
No.
Have you given us in this motion or in the supporting evidence the grievance or the complaint by the Kenya Tea Development Agency?
No.
This is also part of your expression of respect for your constituents.
Indeed.
It is also part of the seriousness with which you take this motion.
Indeed.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, May I now move to the video 10 and 10A? Let's start with 10 first.
Watu ya Kayole, tangu mtupatie nafasi ya uongozi, sijapata nafasi ya kuja kusema asanti. Nataka kutoka kwa roho yangu ndani, watu ya Kayole, asanteni sana. Mimi najua, nimeona iko shida ya watu ambaye walibomolewa, si ndio? Na nimeona mumeandika vizuri ya kwamba mteue kamati ya watu wachache ndio mkuje niketi na nyinyi.
Just pause there.
Mtakubaliana?
Pause there. Up that time, the deputy president is suggesting that he needs the people, the citizens there to have a small committee to have an engagement with him. True or not true?
True.
Is there anything wrong with that claim by the deputy president?
There is nothing wrong with.
Let's proceed.
Mimi ningetaka wale watu ambaye walipata shida hii ya ubomoaji, ambaye ni kitu tulikuwa tumeahidi wananchi haitafanyika kwa serikali yetu. Mimi ningetaka niwasikize na nitapanga na mheshimiwa Meja Dong wakuje ndio tukue na nafasi ya kuongea.
Let's pause there.
Tumekubaliana?
The deputy president is saying he wants to listen to those people so that together they can talk. Is that what he's saying?
Ambayo ni kitu tulikuwa tumeahidi haitafanyika kwa serikali yetu.
No, you didn't get my question, Mr. Mutuse. Please be a good listener, just as to answer my questions. The deputy president is saying he wants those to sit with Honorable Madong, I didn't get the name right, and those people so that they can sit and talk. Is that what he's saying?
In context, yes, that's part of it.
Is there anything wrong with that statement?
There's nothing wrong with people sitting.
The deputy president is also saying that they had promised during the campaigns that they will not be demolishing people's structures. Is that what he's saying?
Yes, he's saying that.
Is there anything wrong in that promise?
There is nothing wrong in that promise.
As an active member of the Kenyan political space, is he lying that there was such a promise?
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know. Let's proceed.
Tumekubaliana. Tumekubaliana. Watu ya Kayole,
Let us not have a war with wananchi.
Let's stop there. The deputy president is saying, let us not have war with the wananchi. Do you find anything offensive in that statement?
There is nothing offensive.
Thank you.
Let us not have a war with wananchi. Tusipigane na wananchi wale walituchagua. Let us be empathetic.
Let's stop there.
Let us.
He's calling for empathy towards wananchi. Is that correct?
Yes, indeed.
Do you find anything offensive in that call?
It is the forum where he's saying it.
Do you have anything wrong with that call for empathy?
I have a problem with the forum where...
No, you're answering your own question. I'm asking whether you have a problem with the call for empathy.
My allegation is that he had forum...
I've asked whether you have a problem with his call for empathy. Please answer my question.
He would have said as much in cabinet.
Please answer my question. Do you have a problem with a call for empathy?
I have no problem with the call for empathy other than...
Let me move to the next question. Do you have a problem with a deputy president calling for empathy in public?
I have no problem other than the forum.
What forum was that, by the way?
This appears to be a press conference.
What law prohibits a deputy president from calling for empathy at a press conference?
The law is that you raise all those issues in cabinet.
Which law prohibits a deputy president from calling for empathy at a press conference?
There is no law that prohibits a deputy...
Thank you so much. Let's make progress with the playing of the video.
If people must move, let there be an engagement.
Thank you so much. What is wrong with that statement? If people must move, let there be an engagement. What is wrong with it?
There is nothing wrong with having engagement.
Thank you. You are a lawyer, you said?
Yes.
You know the principle of public participation? Indeed. It's actually what the deputy president is addressing. The Deputy President is saying, let's have an engagement. That is consistent with the constitutional principle of public participation. True or not true?
Well, that's you saying so.
The Deputy President is saying, let's have an engagement. Is that consistent with or inconsistent with the constitutional principle of public participation?
Engagement and public participation may mean different things at different levels.
The Deputy President is saying, let us have an engagement. I'm asking whether that is consistent with or inconsistent with the principle of public participation.
Again, as I said, we would imagine before a policy goes to cabinet, it has also been taken through public participation.
Did you engage in public participation?
And if you sit in cabinet, you raise objections to that policy, and if your objections are upheld, the policy falls.
Which part of this statement by the Deputy President?
If your objections,
sorry, I'm not asking the question.
Yes.
Which part of this statement calling for empathy violates a policy decision of cabinet?
We have the affidavit of Mercy Wanjau that clearly shows that the cabinet adopted a position on that.
Did the cabinet adopt a resolution for unempathetic evictions?
The Deputy President was in cabinet. He is the one who better placed to tell us.
You are the move of this motion, and we are testing the Deputy President's statements against your allegation.
Indeed.
Did cabinet adopt a resolution for unempathetic evictions?
The cabinet adopted a resolution.
Did the cabinet adopt a resolution for unempathetic evictions? Yes or no?
A resolution for empathetic evictions.
And the DP here is calling for empathetic evictions from what we have heard. True or not true?
True.
So that is consistent with the cabinet resolution. True or not true?
Semantics.
So Speaker, has my question been answered from your understanding? I don't think it's been answered.
Order, honorable senators. You note how the witness is answering the questions and make your judgment. Let's make progress. Let's make progress. If a witness is evading questions, please note that. Proceed.
Mr. Speaker, you are right in that ruling, save that he's doing this at the expense of my time and the Deputy President's time, and at the compromise of the Deputy President's right to a fair hearing, where he has to have adequate time, which means time managed economically.
Proceed.
Did Cabinet approve unempathetic or empathetic evictions?
Cabinet approved evictions in public interest.
I'm asking a different question.
Empathetic.
Did the Deputy President call for empathy or lack of empathy?
Empathy.
Is that call by the Deputy President consistent or inconsistent with the Cabinet resolution?
Inconsistent.
Did Cabinet approve a resolution not to engage citizens in the demolitions?
That I wouldn't know because I'm not a member of Cabinet.
And yet you are saying that call by the Deputy President to engage citizens is part of the violation of the Cabinet resolution.
In context.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Mutuse, Honorable, I sought to know whether the people you respect, the people who elected you, do you suspect they will respect you with this behavior you are showing here?
Mr. Speaker, I will also request for your protection because the people of Kibwezi are not on trial.
I didn't try to
Counsel for the Deputy President, just stick to the subject matter.
Mr. Speaker, we seek that our witness not be subjected to barbs or badgering. The question whether he respects or the people respect him and whatnot. The allegation is clear in black and white. If we could stick to that, it would help.
My learned colleague, Dr.
Counsel, I've already ruled on that.
I know, but my Lord, there's a constitutional issue here.
Progress.
I'll make the progress, Mr. Speaker, as you direct. Let's look at paragraph 72 at page 35 of volume 1. page 36, my apologies, 36. The original motion had 35, it's now 36 on the reproduced motion. Paragraph 72. You're saying, His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua has persistently undermined, demeaned, and committed insubordination instead of assisting the President. Honorable Mutuse, has the President of the Republic of Kenya complained to you that is being undermined by his deputy?
No.
Does the Deputy President have another supervisor in the structure of government other than the President?
The people of Kenya and Parliament.
Have the people of Kenya complained to you that the Deputy President is undermining the President?
Many of them.
Have you presented before this court, this Senate, those complaints by the people of Kenya to you?
I am their representative.
Have you presented them the complaints, the emails, the letters, the messages? You have given us screenshots here. Have you given them to this Senate that the DP is undermining the President?
That I don't have, but I have presented the motion.
Allow me to move to ground 4. Let me start by asking this question. It is your claim that the Deputy President has amassed a humongous property portfolio estimated at 5.2 billion shillings.
That's ground 4. It is not. So that.
My apologies, ground 7. My apologies for that. I'm sorry for that. Ground 7 at page 17. My apologies for that.
Yes, it is our allegation, and we have justified it in our evidence in chief.
Who gave you this value of 5.2 billion?
We said estimated at 5.2 billion, and we have.
Yes, who gave you that estimate value of 5.2 billion?
We have made the additions.
Sorry?
It's a matter of additions.
So you are saying that when we take you through these values, you will get a property value of about 5.2 billion?
Approximately 5.2 billion, yes.
You said you made the additions. Additions result into a definite figure, Mr. Mutuse. Although you are a lawyer, mathematics are pre-qualification for studying law.
There are two things. One, there is the.
Are you saying that when we do those additions, we will get an 5.2 billion?
There is the stated value in the sale agreements and in the acquisition documents.
That's what I'm saying. Are you saying when we add those values, we'll get 5.2 billion?
I will also be telling you what, in my view, are the values of some of the properties.
Oh, what in your view are the values of some of the properties?
Yes.
You have graduated from a lawyer to a valuer now, isn't it?
That's not exactly what you are saying.
Okay, thank you.
View,
using what expertise did you attach that value in your view?
Well, market value. I'm sure you also know land in Kitale, an acre goes for 4 million, land in Kilifi, an acre goes for 2 million, and if it goes beyond that, it's a reasonable man's test.
And that reasonable man is you?
Indeed.
Thank you. At paragraph 44, at page 18,
yes,
you have listed a company called Spiritway Limited in your motion. Yes?
Number 18.
Page 18, paragraph 44. It's a continuation of ground 7. I'm doing ground 7 now.
Page 18, Spiritway Limited.
What wrong are you saying that company has done anywhere on earth? What wrong?
I did state, I listed these companies.
No, I'm asking Spiritway Limited. What wrong are you saying Spiritway has committed anywhere on earth?
These are companies that are associated with His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua.
So, what wrong has Gachagua committed through Spiritway Limited? I'm dealing with this one now. Spiritway Limited. What wrong has he done through this one?
It is one of the companies that we reasonably suspect are convicts, are used as special purpose vehicles for corruption.
So, What proceeds of corruption have passed through Spiritway Limited? How much?
We have demonstrated the specific.
No, I'm asking what proceeds of corruption have passed through Spiritway Limited as a particular company?
In our evidence, we have not presented evidence against Spiritway.
You have not?
Yes.
No, correct English. When I say you have not, you say no, we have not. You don't say yes.
Okay.
You have not presented evidence.
We have not presented evidence.
Thank you. Let's move to Fortis Vis Group Limited. What wrong has Fortis Vis Group Limited committed anywhere on earth?
Fortis.
Number 2 on page 18, company number 2. Sorry?
We have no quarrel.
Page 18 of 85 for volume 1.
We have no quarrel with Fortis.
Sorry?
We have no quarrel with Fortis.
I didn't get the answer.
We have no quarrel with Fortis.
You have no quarrel with Fortis Vis Group Limited?
We have done that.
What is it doing in this motion, Mr. Mutuse? Decorative.
It is one of the companies associated with His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua.
What is wrong with Fortis Vis Limited being associated with Rigathi Gachagua? What is wrong with that?
At the time of submissions, we'll be stating why we think there is something wrong.
No, we want that question answered now so that we will submit on it. What wrong has Fortis Vis Group Limited committed anywhere on earth?
Why would one person own 25 companies doing the same things?
What law prohibits a person owning 25 companies? What law?
I think counsel for the Deputy President, the Honorable Mutuse has said he has no quarrel with that company.
Which is what?
Settle it.
You know, Mr. Speaker, I made an opening statement. In my opening statement, I said we have allegations that oscillate from the false to the ridiculous to the embarrassing. If he just answers and I keep quiet, I will fail to demonstrate the oscillation. I want these distinguished senators in their conscience to know what exactly we are doing here. Because they were given an 85-page motion to deal with. This is part of the content of 85 pages. Surely, Mr. Speaker, for Mr. Mutuse to tell these senators that he brought them this company just as a name, I don't know how dignified this house would feel, but if I sat where this house sits,